Give him a big hand.
It was all on tune, too. I had to mess it up. Well, we're going to start with something I kind of know because I'm not quite awake yet, but that second cherry is going to kick in any minute now. If you work hard enough, you might die standing up. Your face to the sun and your mouth full of dust. If you keep moving on, you will never rust. If you work hard enough, when the edges get rough, it's all in the simple stuff. If you work hard enough. If you love big enough, you might die with a smile, the heart of a lion and the soul of a child. And ruby wine will overflow your cup. If you love big enough, when the edges get rough, it's all in the simple stuff. If you love big enough. If you sing loud enough, your song might be heard. The voice in the crowd with the wings of a bird. Things can change with a word when the times get tough. If you sing loud enough, when the edges get rough, it's all in the simple stuff. If you sing loud enough. If you work hard enough, when the edges get rough, it's all in the simple stuff. If you love big enough, when the edges get rough, it's all in the simple stuff. If you sing loud enough, when the edges get rough, it's all in the simple stuff. If you sing loud enough. If you work hard enough, you might die standing up. Enough, 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 enough. Thank you. Good night. Okay, one more.
We have your song list for you.
Oh, cool, good, that's good, because I can't read this. I don't know how to read it. Who wrote that? Thank you. So good to be back, and I feel terrible because I never got you guys a copy of my roadshow CD, which mostly was recorded here. And I was like, wow. Well, I'm always looking back never noticing where I really stand, too blind to see beneath my feet the greenest grass. Gonna set my baggage down, scatter all my dirty laundry on the ground, pick and choose one pair of shoes for where I'm bound. Breathe out and breathe in, it's a good place to begin. When I'm near the end, it's a good place to begin. Why I'm always moving fast, making lists and changing plans that won't last, while the sun moves through the sky and dreams go flying past. I'm gonna sit down on that hill, listen to the wind and be still, live my life before I die. Yes, I will give out and give in. It's a good place to begin. When I reach the end, it's a good place to begin, to see the light and let it in, to feel the warmth upon my skin. This is a good place to begin. Ooh. Breathe out and breathe in, it's a good place to begin. When I'm near the end, it's a good place to begin. I'm gonna sit down on that hill, listen to the wind and be still. It's a good place to begin, a good place to begin. It's a good place. All righty, thank you. All right, well, I wrote that with my friend Parrish Brown over in Galway, and this is one I wrote up in Michigan on the banks of Lake Michigan, beautiful Lake Michigan, in the lovely month of November. And I was teaching at this songwriting retreat that you can imagine, what kind of a situation it must be if they allow someone like me to teach something there. But anyway, the guy who runs the thing, he gives everyone an assignment, including the teachers. I've done this 3 or 4 times now with him and John Lamb. He amazes me. He remembers everybody's names. He knows something about everyone there. There's like 30 people attend this thing, and they have about a dozen different staff people there. And he knows everyone. He doesn't have to refer to any notes. He knows all about you, and he personalizes everyone's songwriting assignment. So this time he based it on where we grew up, our hometowns. And he saw that I grew up in Independence, Missouri, and I figured, well, here comes something about Harry Truman. No, he said, there's this church there in Independence, and they built a tower for Jesus to land on when he comes back. And, well, fine, that's cool, whatever really floats your boat, it's fine. Nobody gets hurt, and it's okay. But he said, and you grew up there, and you have something to say about this, and I started thinking about it for about a minute. I said, yeah, I guess I do, and this is what I came up with, so don't throw anything at me. It's a sing-along. Hello, this is Jesus. I'm not taking your calls anymore. I'm tired of your pleading, your greed, and your mean little wars. So you build me a tower to land on come Judgment Day. Well, we gave you a planet the universe, goddammit. You use it up, you throw it all away. So there'll be no second coming. I'm not bleeding for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it right, my friends. I taught you a lesson, and I laid it down plain and sweet. From that Garden of Eden to the hard hills of Calvary. And I kept it so simple, one four-letter word was enough. One word to direct you and one day resurrect you. That lonely little word is love. So there'll be no second coming. I'm not succumbing for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it together, my friends. Did the experiment fail? I can still feel the nails in my flesh. Sometimes love prevails, sometimes you just make a big mess. Yeah, I came down there one time, and it wasn't a fun time for me. You nailed me to a post until I gave up the ghost, and I rose up to set you free. There'll be no second coming. I'm not bleeding for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it right, my friends. There'll be no second coming. I'm not succumbing for you again. There'll be no second coming until you get it together, my friends. Hello, this is Jesus. I'm not taking your calls anymore. Thank you. Appreciate it. If I know it, yeah.
Bigfoot there.
Oh, all right. You must be psychic because
I am.
it's exactly.
Psycho.
I watched that old movie, Harper, the old Paul Newman movie from the 60s. What a great movie. And he's this private detective. And when I was a kid, it just tickled me to no end. He has a line in there where he's kind of acting. He acts like different characters. You know, he's trying to get this woman to answer questions. He's being real sneaky, and he's I think the bartender says something to him about a drink he wants or something. And he goes, "You must be physic." Thank my good friend Jeff Thornycroft here on bass and vocals, and good driver and really good at carrying things. I like that.
It's nice to be needed.
It's a talent, it is. And this is a song wrote with Susan Gibson, the amazing Susan Gibson. My feet are too big for my mouth. I gotta show you how. Yeah, how else you gonna figure it out? I brought the little fire out. Yeah, but now I'm burning down the house. I put my big foot down right in the middle. Big foot down, man, I don't mean a little. Big foot down, cat in a fiddle. Big foot down, Fritz on the griddle. Put your big foot down. The back foot down, back foot she comes on like a hurricane. She swam the Grand Canal. Baby flew home in her own airplane. She boosted mama around like candy, like Novocaine. She puts a big foot down, my woman stands and delivers. Big foot down, my baby shakes and shivers. Big foot down, watch her quake and quiver. Big foot down, down that river, put your big foot down. Big foot down, ooh. Big foot down. Put your big foot down, put it down now. Can't believe a word I say. Gonna stomp and shout with a bullet on the hip parade. I gotta blow this town. My head is too big for this place. Get it off that ground. Bottle rocket in the outer space. With my big foot down, smack dab on that money. Big foot down, nose in the honey. Big foot down, don't look at me funny. Big foot down, step back, sonny, put your big foot down. The boss man yelling, going up like Mount St. Helens. I'm here gonna find my mission with some pulpit politician. No, no, no. Big foot down, man, I don't mean a little. Big foot down, cat in the fiddle. Big foot down, grits on that griddle. Big foot down, smack dab on that money. Big foot down, nose in a honey. Big foot down, don't you look at me funny. Big foot down, you better step back, sonny, put your big foot down, yeah. Your big foot down, ooh, put your big foot down. Put your big foot down. Put your big foot down, yeah. Big foot down, ooh. Big foot down. Put your big foot down. Good work. You guys are great here in Waxahachie. I don't care what they say. Let's do it again. No. I really appreciate Randy and Helen having me back. This is the third time, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
And we share a love of the Beatles, of course. Beatles were a big influence on me growing up. Well, I never grew up, but when I was young. Stretch credulity there a little too much. And of course we got, the Beatles. And as the guy from Decca said, no one listens to guitar bands anymore. So I think he committed suicide shortly after that. But anyway, yeah, my dad used to bring home records every Friday. He'd get home from work and he'd stop by this little record store on the Independence Square. And he'd go, this lady, this little store, and she'd have the latest releases kind of displayed in the window, and he'd go by and grab an album or two. And this one time he comes home with this album called Meet the Beatles under his arm. He's got his lunchbox in one hand, his helmet on. He's coming home from the steel mill. He had this album, Meet the Beatles. I thought it was like a boys' choir. What is a Beatle? And he had heard on the radio a couple of days before he heard this song. and he met my mom when she was 17, so he related to Sorry Stand There. And plus they did this song, Till There Was You, which is one of their favorite songs from World War II. So he grabbed this album, and well, you know, the rest is kind of history, of course. They showed up and played on Ed Sullivan that next weekend, and we went to Mass, St. Mary's, every Sunday evening, and you know, on the way home we'd go by Cat's Drugstore. We get a 6-pack of small Coca-Colas and a pound of chocolate-covered peanuts or chocolate peanut clusters. You know. We go home and we'd drink all the Cokes and eat all the chocolate and watch the Ed Sullivan Show, and then I wouldn't sleep all night. Great way to start your school week. Thanks, Dad. Anyway, so I'm still a sugar addict and a Beatle fan still. Every Christmas I look forward to getting the new Beatle album. That was all I really wanted. You know, that it was like a whole world, universe opened up. I didn't care what else I got, just so I got that new album, and just for me they released one every Christmas. It's kind of cool. It was the day after Christmas, you know, it snowed up there in Missouri, and I was listening to side one of Rubber Soul and went to turn it over, and I heard someone outside the window calling for help, and help hadn't even come out yet, so God, that joke is so old. So I went outside to see what the deal was, and our next door neighbor, who lived just downhill from us, had fallen from his roof, and he'd hit the retaining wall and was laying down there in the snow underneath there, the wall. And so my mom called the ambulance, and I took a blanket out to Frank and stayed there with him, and he did not survive the day. So I always felt really terrible that, you know, this guy in his last hours had to listen to this this adolescent singing along with a Beatle album, and wrote this little song for him. The Beatles came to Kansas City, played the A's Stadium. 4 poor lads from rainy England. I was too young to go and see him. I sang John's part, Paul's part, George's too. Ringo drummed a song. The Beatles played in my living room. Neighbor Frank, 13 children, 6 Hail Marys, 7 Jobs. Outside my window I couldn't hear him praying in his bed of snow. I sang John's part, Paul's part, George's too. Ringo drummed a song. Beatles played in my living room. Ooh, Beatles came to Kansas City. Father brought them home to tea. They hugged my mom, kissed my sister, stayed up late to jam with me. I sang John's part, Paul's part, George's too. Ringo drummed a song. The Beatles played in my living room. I sang John's part, Paul's part, Ringo's too. George strummed his sad guitar. The Beatles played in my living room. The Beatles played in my living room. All right, thank you. Woo-hoo. Okay. How many cherries have you had? Do you remember? And I'm making fun of you. And when I try to sing that song, I will be sorry. It's funny you mentioned because I was thinking of that song earlier as I was trying to take my nap, and I couldn't sleep because I was thinking of that song.
It was
Others, but that was you were sending that beam. Maybe we just might pull it off. Not just this second, but we can do a version of it. We can always do that. Getting all nostalgic here to 1968 when I wanted to be a hippie, but I wasn't out of Catholic school yet, so kind of hard to be hip when you're wearing the blue bow tie all week and
short hair.
But I tried, and I got all the right outfits. I got the navy shirt and the love beads and the peace symbol and moccasin boots. So I'd go down there to the left end of Kansas City and I'd try to meet some hippies, and I was very conflicted because I was Catholic, but I'd read all about free love, and it was kind of, I wonder what that means. And of course I learned later on there's no such thing. It's terrible. No more cherries for me. Okay. I'll start telling the truth then. We're going to really be in trouble. Anyway, that bass looks like that bass behind you.
I know.
Wow, that's wild. So anyway, I went down there and I met this girl one day at the Love Inn. She was very nice. And I happened to have this old car my dad just bought for me, a 1960 Dodge with the great big fins, Those are so cool. It was all primered. It was really nice, sharp. Had the push-button transmission. That always intrigued me. And big couch seats. I was hopeful. I was Catholic, but, I was human. Come on. So sure, I'll give you a ride home if you need a ride home. She said, okay. So we get in that car, and she starts directing me through the streets of Kansas City, and we're getting deeper and deeper into this part of town I'd rarely been in, and I was getting kind of nervous. A place called Mission Hills, where all the families that built Kansas City live there. And sure enough, we pull in front of this castle of a house. I mean, I'd never been anywhere like that before, and very few places since, actually. And it's quite a place. So we went in, and she introduced me to her father, and went downhill from there. Okay. I was a beggar, she was a queen. I played the guitar, she danced and sang, light as a sparrow, she left off the ground. I was a scarecrow, she smiled at my frown. A necklace of clover, a dandelion ring, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. I whispered, Jessie, girl, I could love you. Then I genuflected and unlaced her shoe. Her auburn hair tumbled all down in my face. We kissed and we fumbled in a clumsy embrace. There for one moment, underneath the green trees, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. lived in a mansion with a prince and a king, and a woman on horseback with a porcelain face. Her servants looked through me. The dog tugged on its chain. Her parents looked sideways. They sneered at my name. Love, when it is new, is a delicate thing. A flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She cried when I left her, the sky cruel blue. Our hearts pressed together as they both broke in two, while a party of sparrows sang a sad, lovely tune. And over my shoulder, the last thing I knew, her face in the window, her hand raised to me, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Alrighty.
Did you ever hear that?
Not to my knowledge. I don't know.
Did leave a little mark?
Yes, we will do Leave a Little Mark, and we will do Soul Hesitation. We'll do them all. Versions of them.
We can,
Mockingbird, whoa.
we can name them until tomorrow.
Yeah, probably could. And I won't remember many of them. Is something on fire, or is that just, am I hallucinating? See smoke. Okay, all right, cool.
Oh, it's my vapor.
What do you have in there?
Vapor.
Oh, yeah. Vapor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to bring enough for everybody.
I happen to have it.
Oh! Woohoo! Okay. So I got excited. Always start.
Change it on me?
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, why ain't I crying? The hero lies dying. Moon dog howling, sunflower bowing, and it's too deep a sorrow. Can't keep till tomorrow. It's too deep a sorrow. Hey, I got this problem knocking my noggin. This thing I'm afraid of, what strange stuff we're made of, and it's too deep a sorrow. Let me sleep till tomorrow. It's too deep a sorrow. Caliban in a bloodstained suit, in the alley with a stolen loot. Well, Got a grinning Scaramouche, struts the stage like he's bulletproof. Well, John the Saint inside I feel ya, kneel and pray for brave Amelia. And to the sun with Icarus, goodbye, don't cry for us. Yeah, goodbye, don't cry for us. No, 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 no. Sadness, dark muddy madness, drum roll of thunder, one poor soul goes under. It's too deep a sorrow, let me weep tomorrow. It's too deep a sorrow. Caliban in a bloodstained suit, in the alley with a stolen loot. Got a grinning Scaramouche, struts the stage like he's bulletproof. But John the Saint inside I feel ya, kneel and pray for brave Amelia. To the sun with Icarus, goodbye, don't cry for us. Yeah, goodbye, don't cry for us. No, no. Oh, thank you. I think I popped a stitch on that one. Okay. This is a new one. This will be in the next CD, which I just started working on recently. And people ask me, CDs? You're going to record a CD? Why would you do that? No one buys CDs anymore. And my answer is, what else would I do, really? I don't know. I think I'm going to have some LPs made. Anybody listen to vinyl still? I'll do a little vinyl to go with it. This is called Hawkeye. And it goes something like this. If I hate that people say that. Does it go like this or not? I mean, is it really? We paid, it should go exactly like this. So how it ends up, that's exactly how it goes. Here it is. How's it go, Jeff? Do you remember? Oh, I really. Hawkeye, swooping low to catch him up. Hawkeye, before they make the tall grass. Hawkeye, red sun sink, little critter better get a move on fast. Blue sky, I can't hide anywhere if I die under that towel and tell my friends I love them. I never meant to go under. Hawkeye, heading for the stage line. Hawkeye, trooper coming up fast. Hawkeye, red lights flashing, chasing down a killer on the overpass. Sunlight, blind my enemy. Twilight, hide me in the shadow. Moonlight, guide my footsteps. See you on the other side of forever. Hawkeye. Hawkeye, silent as a graveyard hawkeye, shadow on the treetop hawkeye. Red sun sinking got me thinking I could take a chance. Heartbeat banging like a kick drum, cool breeze singing in the fence line, don't freeze. Out in the open, never look back over your shoulder. Oh, Hawkeye, swoop on low to catch 'em up. Hawkeye, fall and make the tall grass. Hawkeye, red tail flashing, little critter better get a move on fast, get a move on. Get a move on fast, get a move on. Yeah, little critter better get a move on fast. All right, thank you. So, okay, I wrote this with Kim Carnes, the one and only. Had this little idea floating around for a while, and Kim seemed like just the person to run it by. Climbing up out of the mud, building a human being. You're bound to shed a little blood. Yeah, you take some water, add a little dirt, mix them both up till it starts to hurt. Now you got something that might work. Building a human being. Yeah, you're building a human being. Father, Father, now I understand. You did your best to be a good man. Mother, Mother, every time you raised your hand, you were trying to lift me up, building a human being. You were building a human being. They say the apple don't fall too far from that tree. You kept your shadow from falling on me. You gave me light, you planted that seed, and you never gave up, building a human being. Rising up out of the mud, building a human being. You're bound to shed a little blood. Oh, you take some water, add a little dirt, you mix them both up till it starts to hurt. Now you got something that might work. Building a human being. Oh, you're building a human being. Oh, 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 oh. Transition, every woman and man, contradiction, a wrestling match. Sometimes we stumble and somehow we stand, looking for the perfect plan, building a human being. Oh, climbing up out of the mud, building a human being. Bound to shed a little blood. Oh, you take some water, add a little dirt, lays them both up till it starts to hurt. Now you got something that might work. Building a human being. Boy, you're building a human being. Building a human being. Boy, just building a human being. Building a human being. All right, thank you. So, got a request here for a song. I'm gonna do another one that nobody wants to hear too, and balance it out, you know. I was over in Belfast, beginning of a 3-week tour last year, and I had only been there a couple of days. I've been there a few times over the years, and Belfast is the first place I really played in Ireland, and I've got a real fond place in my heart for the whole country, really. Belfast is such a kind of a sad, bittersweet place, you know. It's everybody there has either been hurt or knows somebody who's been hurt or killed in the Troubles. One night I was doing a little concert at this monastery, and there were 3 women there in the audience. All of them had husbands killed in the Troubles. It started a group to help people deal with their sorrow. Next day I'm sitting in my hotel room looking out the 3rd floor window, a rainy day in Belfast. All these people going down the street, elbow to elbow, going to work, going to university, and staggering down through the crowd. There's this one young woman. She's so drunk, the only thing holding her up are the bodies around her. She disappeared around the corner and took me back to old times. Daddy's on the road, and he's walking kind of funny, holding one eye closed. I know he spent all the money down at the steel mill bar, where they keep it dark as twilight, so you can't see who you are until you fall into the sunlight. I don't know how to right the wrong, to hang the stars where they belong, to feel so weak and still be strong. I don't know how to write this song. I walk among the graves, the centuries of ruin. One's erased the names, and the dusty bones lay strewn. I walk back through the gate, see my footsteps coming in. They'll be gone without a trace. I won't pass this way again, no, no, no. I don't know how to right the wrong, to leave the dead where they belong, to feel so lost and yet go on. I don't know how to write this song. The battlements are cracked, overgrown with ivy, the ground so black with tears and bitter folly. I hold your photograph and I kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. I think how you'd laugh, and I miss it, God, I miss it. I don't know how to right the wrong, to hang the moon where it belongs, to feel so weak and still be strong. I don't know how to write this song. Daddy's on the road, and I run out there to meet him. He's moving sad and slow. I know he needs someone he can lean on, and he rests a calloused hand heavy on my shoulder. I can barely stand as we wind our way homeward. I don't know how to right the wrong, to hang the stars where they belong, to feel so lost and yet go on. I don't know how to write this song. Thank you. Well, it always amazes me every night I get up and sing and no one throws anything at me. Most places anyway. I actually get paid. It's a job. I wrote this for you. Three cats live in this house. I'm just a guest passing through. They run around all night, sleep away the afternoon. One has a zigzaggy tail, one is as white as a pearl. One only hides, never lets me into her world. I wanna thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for my breaking heart. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Panther on a windowsill, rabbit in the wet green grass, Rufus and Anna's hearts and wings beating fast. One day I'm filled to the brim, next day the whole thing spills out wide open again. I'm wondering what it's all about. I gotta thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for my breaking heart. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Funny how the clouds pile up when they're only gonna blow away. Funny how each one of us is a universe in our small way. Hey, go. Cats squint in the sun, high on a blue window day, grinning and purring like they got something to say. If curiosity kills, I'm dying to know what that means. A life of wait until won't feel the yearning in between. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the chance to play my little part. Thank you, Jeff Thornycroft there. Thanks so much. Stick around. We saved all the good songs for a second set.
We'll take about a 20-minute break, y'all. Maybe 30 if he's